Welcome back, mums and dads. We're celebrating mums against all odds today on Great Expectations. This is our tribute to women who survived all the obstacles placed in their paths. And now it's time to meet another amazing woman, adoptive mom Robyn Wolfson Foster. Well-known actress Valerie Harper once said, "However motherhood comes to you, it's a miracle." And adoptive mom Robyn Wolfson Foster bears testament to this statement. Robyn's dream of motherhood started very early in her youth when she already envisioned having her perfect pigeon pair. But life and love had a different plan for her. With many obstacles standing in her way of becoming a mom, Robyn found herself at a major turning point in her life. Would she achieve her dream of having a son and a daughter? Let's find out.
It was a real heart's desire for me to have children. And in fact, so much so that when I was a youngster, I even thought about having a boy called Luke and a girl called Asher. I knew from the time that I met Neil that he'd had a vasectomy. And although people had said to us, "Oh, don't worry, they can be reversed," I really was very concerned about it. And I think at the back of my mind, I knew that we were going to struggle. I waited a long time before I went ahead with IVF. I think for me it was quite a daunting prospect. And also I did have stepdaughters, and I love them. I love them dearly. I'm very grateful for them. And I hoped that they would fill that gap in my heart. I was in my mid-30s and I realized that actually I couldn't wait any longer. IVF is very hard. It's emotionally draining. It's quite crazy. I have to say, I describe it as being like PMS on steroids, because you're just pumped full of hormones. You can't make rational decisions. You feel like your life is out of control. But it was 2 days before the embryo transfer. We only had 2 embryos left. And then on the day of the transfer, we had 1 embryo left. And I lost all hope at that point. I cried from the moment I heard through the procedure. And actually it was only because my doctor had said to me at the time, he said, "You know, Robyn, it only takes 1. I had my first scan. And then when I saw him, oh, that was my boy. There was my boy on the screen. It was a very, very precious time for me. It really was. I just loved the experience of him growing. I loved the experience of feeling him kick. It's only now that I realize how important it was that I treasured it, because it was going to be my only experience of being a pregnant mummy. He's a very precious little boy. He's bright and he's funny and he's fun-loving and he's really kind. Our first attempt at IVF after Luke was an absolute disaster. I remember a moment when I had just turned 40 and I was out for a walk and I found myself looking for babies under bushes. I thought, oh no, this is terrible. Why on earth am I doing this? It was the catalyst for me to say, okay, I need to pursue this. I need to go and have a look. I need to go and find out what is involved with adoption. Our social worker encouraged us to be really specific and to really think through how we could make the best match for our family. I just wanted a happy little girl who would come in and add light and life and joy to our family. When she found Asher, she was delightful. Asher was a felt need for Luke. From the moment that she arrived, he claimed her. She was his sister. Yes, she was our daughter as well, but she was his sister first and foremost. And she, in return, thinks that he is fabulous. One of the things I was very deliberate about was grieving the child that I couldn't have through IVF. The biological child, the one who would have my eyes and Neil's chin. And in grieving that child, I think I opened myself up to the possibility of having another child, the child that I was meant to have.
She has amazed us. I think the prize for the most part.
We are a family, and there is no doubt that she is as much a part of this family as Luke is, as I am, as Neil is. It's a very, very precious thing that we've been given.